Trump campaign laundering campaign finance money, election watchdog says. By running the majority of their expenditures through two companies that senior campaign officials seem to run themselves, the Trump team's network is able to hide exactly how they are operating and who they are paying. I'm going to guess that a lot of those hidden payments are going to Trump properties, just like the $380,000 that went to Trump businesses in dozens of sub-$10,000 payments during 2 days' time. Edit asterisk as recommended by a commenter. Here is a link to an article about the 43 payments to Trump properties. Look at the image in the article. The amounts of the payments are more than a little suspicious. https://www. Business Insider. com/Trump campaign sent 380000 to business in 2 days 2020-7. He's been shoving campaign money into his private businesses as fast as possible, while also spending tens of millions tax dollars playing golf at his private resorts, while also giving all of his billionaire friends tax breaks on everything. He is robbing the treasury, walking out with plane loads full of gold every month. Trump is not rich. He's keeping himself afloat by embezzling campaign money and forcing the Secret Service to stay at his resorts. Once he's out of office, there should be a full criminal investigation. Get those tax returns, the Scottish told the lower courts they're ruling on getting stands. You'll find a shitload more where that came from. Bank on it. Trump has been laundering money for decades. It's unclear how the FEC, which is known for being cautious and currently lacks the quorum of 4 commissioners it needs to fully enforce laws or close loopholes, will handle the complaint. Anyone want to guess whose job it is to appoint those commissioners? Get out and vote in November. His fan base have that same crazed mentality that he does at this point, and there are a shit ton of them. We can't be relaxed about it. We all have to vote. It's only illegal if there are consequences for their actions. Trump knows this and runs things accordingly. It's unclear how the FEC, which is known for being cautious and currently lacks the quorum of 4 commissioners it needs to fully enforce laws or close loopholes, will handle the complaint. Whoops, didn't appoint anyone to a position that's job is to make sure campaigns aren't run dishonestly. What a total accident that in no way directly preceded flagrant illegal behavior. Added to the list of charges awaiting Tantrum Yam and his criminal cronies in 2021. Grifters gotta grift. I mean, duh. I'd say that I'm shocked, but that would be a lie. These crooks can't help themselves. That's what the Trump family does, launder money. He's been doing it forever. Set your faces to stunned. Cool. If only there were consequences. So his campaign is doing the same thing that Trump and sister did to hide their inheritance. Setting up shell companies and laundering money through overpriced payments is an old Trump scheme. Hopefully, this one finally sends his criminal ass to jail. This is the exact behavior that Trump learned from the mafia connections that he hung out with in the 70s and 80s. https://www. Politico. com/magazine/story/2016/05/Donald Trump 2016 mob organized crime 213910. He's been operating like a wannabe mobster for decades. For those who don't want to read the entire article, here's the meat of it. In the official language of campaign finance, corporations that receive campaign payments are called vendors. They are the law firms, ad firms, software and data companies, and the political consultancies that campaigns work with. The FEC generally does not require that a campaign separately report the payments its vendors make to subcontractors, as long as the campaign has what it has called an arm's length relationship with that vendor and the subcontractor is not working under the direction or control of the campaign. The Campaign Legal Center's complaint asserts, however, that the Trump-aligned firms merely serve as conduits that receive millions in payments from the campaign and disperse the funds to the campaign's ultimate vendors, thereby concealing the campaign's transactions with those vendors. Available information indicates that the ultimate vendors are effectively working under the direction and control of the campaign, and are providing services to the campaign rather than to Parscale's conduit firms. Known criminal who is effectively above the law commits crimes. Shocked face. I'm not even surprised. I'm just waiting for the full laundry list of things he's done to come to light in a slow drip till November. This should go out as a warning to all his donors, he's padding his own pocketbooks with your money. You hear me, Sheldon? That big donation you just gave bought Trump a new gilded toilet. The FEC currently lacks the quorum of 4 commissioners it needs to fully enforce laws or close loopholes. How convenient. Of course they are. This whole thing is a grift. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Hilarity will ensue if Trump loses, and on the way out it turns out he raided the RNC coffers dry, leaving them having to start from scratch next cycle. Nothing to see here. Bill Barr, the Republican traitor party needs to be abolished. No shit, it's been so fucking obvious that the GOP has been using super PACs to launder money since the femtosecond following Citizens United. Probably some Democrat organizations as well, but the GOP has been incredibly blatant about it, with people like Sheldon Adelson suddenly taking a huge interest in operating dozens of these so-called nonprofits. Didn't they do this in 2016? Pretty sure Russia dumping money into the NRA, and the NRA was dumping money into the Trump campaign? Every breath Trump takes is illegal and unethical. Conservatives are crooks. End of story. If there's one thing this administration has proven without a doubt, it's that America is not exceptional, hypothetically. Everything we have seen, heard, connected dots, etc. comes true. That Trump conned some of the population to become president for personal gain, laundered money, got friends rich, tax breaks, etc. How will Trump supporters react to this being proven true in court? What are their thoughts on him trying desperately to keep his taxes from becoming public? Man, if James Crony was still at the FBI, he could freeze these accounts up and start an investigation 4 months prior to the election. Wouldn't that be nice? But on the bright side, it's Republican donors getting scammed, so it's all good. Laughing face, it's like a GoFundMe for fascism. Why wouldn't he? He can do whatever he wants, with no consequences per the Republican Party. This has been proven. I've gone from being conservative moderate to conservative Democrat. In this change, I've lost about 50 Facebook friends, some of which go back to childhood. At this point in his administration, it's incredible that he still has supporters. I know women that support him despite his actions towards women. Same with minorities. Then there are the religious folks who loved the Bible photo op. See, he is a man of God. What the actual fuck? He just tear-gassed protesters, held the book upside down and stood there like an ASSC loan. Has he ever gone to church? I've spent a lot of my life in politics and economics. I've been an intern at the WHN Capitol, Clinton admin. I've worked for both parties. I thought the country was divided during Bush/Gore, but what Trump has taken it to a new level. Our country as we know it is threatened with Trump in office. Yet all these right-wing freedom fucks don't get it? Sorry. Rant over. As for this story, nothing will happen because Barr won't let it happen. Democrats won't do anything because they are scared to rock the boat this close to the election. Right now Biden has it easy. Look for Trump to fire any remaining Fed election commissioners. Former Prime Minister of Malaysia was just convicted for money laundering regarding the 1MDB case a couple hours ago. Just saying, nobody should be above the law. If Trump can be charged and arrested after he gets dragged away from the White House, it would restore confidence back to the majority of the people. https://www. Fester.com. my/news/nation/2020/07/28/Najib's SRC trial live updates.